It's Tuesday, January 21st in the year 2025, also known as the smartest year ever. My name's Gordy. Today we're talking about the DEFCON levels and all of that jazz. Popped into my head when I was doing my other podcast with my buddy Dr. Zed. We were doing Going Through Health with Gordy and Zed, which comes out every Monday morning. And I was surprised to learn a little bit more about learn that I was misunderstanding the DEFCON levels. I thought higher numbers sounded worse than lower DEFCON levels, but as you'll see, it's not the case. You've probably heard the term DEFCON in movies or the news, often paired with ominous music, but what does it actually mean? It's short for Defense Readiness Condition. DEFCON is a system used by the United States military to indicate the level of threat to national security. So they have 5 levels. DEFCON 5. Everything's calm. This is the peacetime baseline standard readiness. DEFCON 4, that's heightened intelligence and security measures. Think like routine caution, above normal readiness. DEFCON 3 means increased force readiness. This is where things start getting a little serious. Troops are ready to deploy within 15 minutes if necessary. They can get the Air Force going in 15 minutes. DEFCON 2, that's not good. That's the next step to nuclear war. And at this point, armed forces, military forces are ready to fight at a moment's notice. And this level has only been declared one time, and that was during the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962. But technically, the U.S. DEFCON level has never been more severe than DEFCON 3, in that the DEFCON 2 levels in the 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis and also in 1991 during the Gulf War, they actually technically only applied to U.S. Strategic Air Command. It's a little fun fact for you there. Little fun fact. DEFCON 1 means maximum alert. That means imminent nuclear war. And that's just the worst. That means nuclear war is already happening. Immediate response. And thankfully, this level has never been reached. Knock on wood. So yeah, each level serves as a signal to military personnel and government agencies about how to prepare and respond to potential threats. The lower the number, the higher the alert. And while the levels are widely known thanks to pop culture, the actual details, like I mentioned up top, were only recently classified into how they actually delineated the DEFCON levels. Interestingly, DEFCON is often confused with threat levels, which is another system used to gauge specific risk like terrorism. But threat levels, which is managed by Homeland Security, threat levels are more targeted and have their own color-coded scale. So they got their own colors. DEFCON 3, interestingly, showed up in 1973 in the Yom Kippur War. The U.S. elevated to DEFCON 3 as a precaution, not because of an immediate threat to American soil, but according to documents declassified in 2016, the move to DEFCON 3 was motivated by CIA reports indicating that the Soviet Union had sent a ship to Egypt carrying nuclear weapons along with 2 other amphibious vessels. Soviet troops never landed, and the declassified documents don't really disclose the fate of the ship or the cargo. But yeah, next time you hear someone talking about DEFCON levels, you'll know that it's not just movie jargon. It's a real layered system designed to keep national security tight in times of peace and in peril. So yeah, DEFCON is a countdown you really don't want to see hit 1. Thanks to all my sources, which can be found in the YouTube description. Please follow, rate, like, subscribe, share with your friends, tell your mama, at Smartest Year Ever on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube for the full episodes. And then for the 1-minute clips, at Smartest Year Ever on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts for those daily clips. Those are fun. More fun than DEFCON warnings. But in the meantime, stay curious and stay clever on our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalists. I'll see you tomorrow in the Smartest Year Ever.